Now with this on the positioning, safe, full, semi. It's not some ninja conspiracy, it's just mechanically they had to do it that way. And yes, I can have a full auto AK. I'm a ATF manufacturer. You don't need a fake accent to teach or use an AK. You can use your real name. You don't have to have a fake name. I've used these weapons in multiple conflicts. I mean, this is not academic for me. This is not theoretical. This is actual. But if your weapon's not zero, don't be pissed off when it doesn't hit where you want. It's your fault, not the weapon's fault. It's an inanimate object.
Kevlar on. See how things are properly done in the world, in true tactical situations, in true evolved training evolutions.
Okay, Eric from VSS, Vigilant Security Services. Yep, I've been guilted into getting on the internet, doing some teaching. And since I now live in a place that is with the temperatures similar to the surface of the sun, I'll be doing a lot of it, inside, and then, shooting with the 7 minutes in the morning that it's below 100. So bear with me there, hence why I have my tropical tiger stripes from Black Rifle Coffee. Thanks to Evan and the boys up there. Hello Wally, good to see you and the other boys up last week when I was up visiting. This morning we're going to talk about the AK-47, AKM. Everybody calls it the AK-47, but no one's probably touched one of those. They only made that, very, very limited run. After that it was the AKM, the Automat Kalashnikov Modern Nova. AK modern, so it's the stamped receiver AK-47 type that everybody is thinking it's the evil gun. It's a great gun. It's really probably one of my most favorite rifle. I mean, I know a lot of people argue it, but all conflicts but one, I carried some kind of AK and was never worried about it. I was more than happy with having that as the option or preference I could get. So with that, I'm not making this shit up. I've carried this type of rifle in Liberia, Sierra Leone, Afghanistan, Iraq, so I've carried it once or 12 times. I love it. I mean, because everybody carries your spare magazine. When locals look at you, you kind of fit in a little bit, depending on how you carry it. Like it's not unnatural for you to carry. And then once you start shooting, the sound's the same. They're not hearing the muffled shots of a suppressed Ninja Scar or 5.56, where they kind of know who that is. So AKs shooting at AKs in most of these countries is rather normal, rather a daily occurrence. So it doesn't really spike much interest. But let's just act like we're ignorant. We walked up to the gun, magazine's in it. First thing we do is clear. It's the old team sergeant, catch me, f me. How do you get a hold of this weapon? How do you take it apart? Oh, they bust your chops. First thing you do is clear the weapon system.
So when I get to the end of the magazine, obviously the AK does not lock to the rear on an empty mag, unless you have a Yugoslavian mag, which has a follower that does that. When I get that click, I'll actually check it to make sure it's empty or make sure it's not had a failure to fire. No one is gonna count 30 rounds in engagement. They don't know if they fired them all at one time or at a different time. If you haven't had time to do a tactical reload, if that clicks, that's typically the indicator that the AK is empty or you have a bad round. The malfunctions on the AK are light years less than the M4. type system. So when I get to that last round, I'll check it. If nothing's in there, I'll take a knee and start my reload. We'll show a video later on of that. I figure if you've just shot 30 times at probably not 30 people, you have time to reload or you have time to move to cover. So if you have cover, seek cover, then do a proper reload. And I also like to change my platform. After you've shot, you move, but also take a knee or go prone if the terrain dictates. So, you know, you have to play with it. It's not comfortable. Once again, clear it. It's good to go.
So with any magazine-fed weapon system, remove the source of feed. On the back here is the magazine release. Press it with the thumb, grab it with the beer can grip, rotate out because it hooks in the front, set that magazine down. You could either reach across and press down with your thumb that you cut while cutting a carrot yesterday into full or semi-auto. Pull the charging handle to the rear. If a round comes out, obviously that's positive ejection. Look into the chamber, look down the mag well, make sure nothing's there. Release, bring it back up onto safe position. Now with this, on the positioning, safe, full, semi. It's not some ninja conspiracy, it's just mechanically they had to do it that way. And yes, I can have a full auto AK. I'm a ATF manufacturer. I used to build these for special units. And I don't anymore because it's more work than anybody wants, and there's just too many people in the space now. You're not splitting atoms with an AK. But mechanically, they went safe, full, and semi. So just remember that. Some points: you don't need a fake accent to teach or use an AK. You can use your real name. You don't have to have a fake name. I get tired of those people too. Some of those were even in SF. They got a fake accent, fake name, and you know, it's like whatever, fob queen. Then they want to talk smack when they're older, and then they get beat back into the board. I've used these weapons in multiple conflicts. I mean, this is not academic for me. This is not theoretical. This is actual. You know, everybody has their mag. When you can walk up to a checkpoint and you see where their sights are, you know if they're going to be able to hit you or not. You see the condition of the weapons. You can look in the side and see if the hammer's cocked or not. You know their status. You know if there's a round in the chamber. If the hammer's forward, there's no round in the chamber. That means to shoot you, they're going to have to cycle that gun, which is how most third world countries carry the weapons, is an empty chamber. So before they get mad, they have to pull the charge handle back, which gives you an auditory clue. I'd ask if there's any questions because they usually only do in-person classes, but I guess you can send them on the comments. You know, hit the like, notification, the little bell thing there. You guys know it better than I do, but I'll figure it out.
Part 2 of this episode is all about zeroing the AK rifle. For more videos on safety, tactics, security training, and weapons handling, don't forget to subscribe to Eric Lawrence VSS and visit eric-lawrence.com for more info. If you're looking for products that I carry, visit shop.vig-sec.com. Down in the descriptions will be these links.